What's going down? I'm Donald Nelson with Supreme Confidence. You're listening to today's episode of the Confidence in the Klutch podcast on the Confidence in the Klutch network. Whether it's the game of basketball or the game of life, you got to have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamonds. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck. Stay woke or get out. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, YouTube at confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Subscribe, rate, and review. Hit that bell button to get notifications of new episodes. It's important. Visit us on Facebook. Like our page, Confidence in the Klutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at KITK. Coming up, we're going to talk about the spit felt around the world, man. That Lakers little broad, man. My 2 cents on that. Also talk about the Lakers in this 0-3 start. Yeah, I mean, we got the situation in Philadelphia that happened this weekend. I got a funny feeling about it with Reid, Malcolm Jenkins. Then we got our first week 1 NBA power rankings, week 8 power rankings for the NFL, y'all. You know what it is as usual. Coming to you with quality content, strong opinions. The confidence starts right now. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3 and the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence
4, 5, 6.
in the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.
Yeah. You know, I like that song. I like that shit. And I like, what? Oh, man. Let's go, y'all. Drive time for some of y'all coming home. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure I can hit y'all with the quality content. Understand me? Y'all seen it. Y'all seen the fight. Y'all know how y'all feel about it, man. The spit felt around the NBA world, man. With 4 minutes, 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of Saturday's game between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Houston Rockets. The Rockets were ahead 109-108, and all hell broke loose. Let's go back to how it started. What happened? There's been an ongoing disparity, disdain, dislike between Chris Paul and Rajon Rondo. Okay? Chris Paul of Houston, Rajon Rondo of the Los Angeles Lakers. But it started with Brandon Ingram, okay? James Harden was going to the hole, got the foul. Everything broke up so crazy. I believe Brandon Ingram got the foul, but he felt like Harden pushed off, so he was very upset, right? So he was going to talk to the referee, and Harden was in his way, and he pushed Harden hard as hell, like if I push you, like, get out of my way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, move, man, little dog, you in the way. Like, one of them pushes. And Harden turned around, looked at him with his hands, and like, man, what's wrong with you? And then B.I., like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was going at the referee. Like, man, listen, man, y'all punk mother. And he put his hand up, right? So then, you know, they told B.I. to chill. And then Rondo and CP3 had some words. You know what I mean? Next thing we know, from the first initial joint we just saw Chris Paul putting his hand in his face like, man, what the fuck? Whoa. Next thing you know, Rondo hit him with the left, blah. You know what I'm saying? And then they tussling, and then next thing you know, CP3 catch him with the uppercut, bow. You know what I mean? And then that was it. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy though, yo. You know what I'm saying? Then LeBron grabbed CP3, you know what I'm saying? Him and PJ Tucker, they like, okay, CP3 straight. Rondo over there. Yeah, you know what I mean? But that before all that happened, Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and Josh Hart took him to the other side of the court. Brandon Ingram comes back in and tried to stick CP3. Like, I'm making a thing with he tried to stick CP3 and he like grazed him, yo. Like, what the you know what I'm saying? I'm watching it like, man, you gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta be kidding me, man. You know what I'm saying? So he grazed CP3 or whatever. And that's when LeBron took him off, man. Now, after the day was over, you know, CP3 walked over by the telecast like, man, he spit on me. You can hear him talk, man, he spit on me, man. You know what I'm saying? I just know that's one of the most disrespectful things that ever happened, man. You know what I'm saying? I got spit on before and almost went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, are you fucking kidding me? You nasty punk. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's one of the most disrespectful things you could do to somebody. You know what I'm saying? That, and if you get into an altercation with a male on male, instead of hitting somebody, you slap them. Like, man, I ain't gonna even hit you. I'm gonna slap you, dog. You know what I'm saying? So it's very disrespectful to spit. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying Rondo spit a loogie out. It was like a little, you know what I'm saying? Like if you did like this, like it wasn't that, but it was enough that when they showed the Rockets who was filming the joint. Oh shit! Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! We gotta take a break. Oh man, that's crazy. We gotta take a break.
Confidence in the clutch.
Oh yeah, right back. Oh man, my boom arm fell off the table, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to the business though. Let's go. All right, so that's crazy, man. It showed the Rockets had their doing some film work or whatever, right? So they had it slowed down and it's just a little spit. It was a little spit, man. So you know what I'm saying? Right now, Rondo saying he didn't spit. He said he had a mouth guard in. It would have been hard to spit, but we've all been there. Wasn't intentional. It looked intentional, man, but it's kind of hard. It looked intentional when it came out of his mouth, right? It's hard for us to say, you know what I mean? But my question to you, have you ever spit while talking, either eating or something flew out your mouth, you accidentally, and you know because it get on somebody's face, like, man, you apologize right away, like, my fault, man, I ain't, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it because it just happens. You know what I mean? In the heat of an argument, do you think somebody spit on you or that just happened? That's one thing to think about. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a horse in the race. I don't have a side to take. It's just unfortunate. Was it good theater? It's good theater for people that like that drama, that want to see it. You know what I mean? You know, it's just crazy because we ain't seen that in a while. You know what I'm saying? And, we haven't seen a fight in NBA. Usually it's a hold me back. And you trying to get through 8 people. When you had a straight line, they was right there and made it happen. Like, I ain't got to go nowhere. You right here, I'm right here. We don't like each other. Let's go. You've been talking shit for a couple years. So, in a heated situation, cooler heads should have prevailed. You know what I'm saying? But it was way too disrespectful. CP3 put his finger in his face and mushed Rondo. So my thing is, if you thought he really spit on you, you mushed him in his face like, hey, dog, don't ever do no shit like that again. And Rondo like, man, hold up, fam. And just fired him like, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, man. It's kind of crazy though. Like, was Rondo supposed to say, my fault, bro, I didn't mean to do it if he didn't do it? But then he got his fingers all in his face. It's like both of them had to stand up and be a man, right? What if Rondo didn't mean to do it? What if it was an accident? If Rondo did do it, then he said, okay, I did it. You put your hand in my face and I'm gonna put my fist in your face. Like, it's just crazy though. You know what I mean? So it's just a big misunderstanding, big unfortunate circumstance, man. Only thing B.I. showed is gangster. Like, you with me, fam? You with me, cuz I got you. Because he came out of nowhere. When I say he came out of nowhere and just seeing him, that's like a street fight. He came out of nowhere and was trying to get at Chris Paul and try to, block him. You know what I'm saying? Thank the Lord that one didn't connect because that was one Chris Paul wasn't ready for. You know what I'm saying? And then Carmelo tried to get at B.I. after that. It was just, man, listen. You know what I'm saying? Who crossed the line in the repercussions, man? We know if Rondo spit for real, he crossed the line. I really don't see CP3 crossing the line because even if he unintentionally spit on Rondo, he still got spit in his face and they don't like each other. So that's the difference. When you don't like somebody and they do something to you, you kind of feel like, I got the green light to whoop yo, and that's what CP3 was on, but not really because he didn't. He put his hand in his face, but he didn't close that fist. The money is gone. You know what I mean? They missing game checks. Brandon Ingram got banked due to he started it. You know what I'm saying? You started it, fam. If you wouldn't have did all that, push James Harden and all that, they wouldn't have no reason to get into it. And the game was good. I was recording a podcast when it happened, but the game was good at that time. It was a 1-point game. What I say, it was a 1-point game with 4 minutes left. The Rockets had by 109, 108. That was a good game, man. You know what I'm saying? B.I. just lost it like that young hothead shit. Like, fuck that. Ooh, I mean, you could tell that anybody know what the hood? That's what the hood look like right there. You know what I'm saying? But y'all made these young cats like this though. We try to culture, nurture, cultivate these children, man. They are angry, they are mad, and when they go off, they go off. B.I. went off. Y'all made him that way, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all made him, and it's it's millions of other little kids like that right now. 20-year-olds, 21 years, just like that. Y'all made them that way. Now, if B.I. wouldn't have verbally attacked the ref, you know what I'm saying? And then he tried to finish it coming back into the fight. He could have got 10 to 15 games each. Let's go back. Bobby Portis was that last year? Got 8 games for punching a teammate in practice, right? Last year when Houston played the Clippers and they got into it, and they were trying to get through the back tunnel and all that, the Houston players got 2 games for trying to get to the Clippers locker room. Like about 10 years ago, Carmelo was with Denver before he got to New York. Him and J.R. Smith got 15 years for fighting. 15 years. 15 games for fighting, right? The Lakers, after losing that game, were 0-2. So here's the suspensions. Brandon Ingram got the 4 games. Rondo got the 3 games. CP3 got 2 games. CP3 and Kiki Vandeweghe broke down why you got what you got. Like B.I., you started it, you pushed it, you were in a threatening manner towards an official. You pushed the player, then you came back, and then you hit somebody. 4 games. Rondo, you spit in somebody's face, you hit somebody. 3 games. CP3, you mush somebody, you put your fingers all on somebody's face, they hit you, you hit them back. 2 games. Everybody got man, I shouldn't have, man, I shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? So let's you know what? We ain't gonna listen to him. You know what I mean? Rondo says, man, you know, I didn't spit on him. I got a mouth guard in. You know what I'm saying? I got a mouth guard in. That's what he says, right? CP3 was downplaying the whole joint when I was looking at it. He's downplaying the whole joint, like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate. It shouldn't have happened, type of deal, but he's downplaying the joint. So you know what? Let's go ahead and get the sound bite for CP3, man. We can get it. Let's just get it. Y'all just work with me. Let me see. I know I got CP3. Where he at? Damn, I just saw it. I did just see it. Huh. Man, listen. We ain't gonna break the bank trying to get it. I had it though. So they had him in practice today and he downplayed it. So down. I had it, y'all. If I find it by the end of the show, you know what I mean, we'll get back to it. You know what I'm saying? But basically Rondo was saying Chris Paul is no good guy, he's a bad teammate, blah 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 blah. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what Rondo was saying about Chris Paul. Like, he do a lot of shit and y'all side with him, but Chris Paul do a lot of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Rondo was saying. And man, let me see if I can get it. I sure would like to get it for y'all. I can't find it, y'all. I had it up too, man. I had it up, man. But babe, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. We ain't gonna worry about it though. Let's get back to the money. So is this a conspiracy for the Lakers? That's what people want to know, because they were 0-2 in the games. Like, clearly, with Bobby Portis getting 8 games for breaking his teammate's jaw, that was in practice. I went in the game on TV, on national TV, on Saturday night, in one of the biggest markets in the league. You know what I'm saying? So it was a conspiracy theory for the Lakers. Nah, it's just, this is a different commissioner. Adam Silver is more player friendly than David Stern is. Adam Silver does care about the what word am I looking for? Adam Silver does care about the image of the league, but you know what I'm saying. They clearly they didn't think it was that bad of a deal because of how it happened. So who knows? They made the decisions right. And for all the LeBron haters who said he should have went to save his guys and not CP3, kick rocks. Remember, they're godfathers to both of their children. They was in each other's weddings. They go on vacation together. I'm going to grab my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, my guy going to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? Why pick a side when you're trying to stop a fight? Aren't you supposed to just stop a fight? You're not supposed to pick sides. If you try to go pick sides, that's when somebody can get, your guy can get rocked because you're going to hold your guy back, really. He just grabbed, I'm sure if he was on the other side, he would have been able to grab Rondo, but he was closer to CP3 the way it was going on. You know what I mean? So he grabbed CP3. If it was the other way, he might, you know what I mean, depending on what it was. But him, Marlo was there. They was there to try to stop it, man. And that shit happened so quick. You know what I'm saying? Now, Stephen A. Smith said something yesterday on First Take. He said, nobody's as mad at Carmelo for grabbing Ingram, right? He didn't go grab CP3. He grabbed Ingram after Ingram tried to fire on CP3. That's what he's supposed to do. Like, all y'all LeBron haters, get a life, man. The brother did what he was supposed to have done, man. And Jalen Rose on Get Up yesterday said, fighting during the NBA game, quote, fighting during the NBA game doesn't make you a tough guy. It makes you undisciplined, end quote. The guy spit on. You got spit on. All right? We have to find a way to de-escalate situations, right, that they don't end in violence. But getting spit on is one of those things that's going to end in violence probably 99% of the time, especially in a heated situation from somebody that you don't like or care for anyway. You know what I mean? So that's that. Moving on. The Lakers lost to the Spurs last night, 143 to 142. Here's LeBron after the game about the Lakers 0-3 start, y'all. Let's listen to him. Oh, man. Okay. Maybe not. Let's listen to it. I had it up. Man, Brown was saying it's a process. He understand it. You know what I'm saying? He understand it's a process. But let's listen to Brown. Word. So Brian got it under control, right? He got under control. LeBron missed 2 free throws in the clutch, though. That's the catch. That's what we're not talking about. He hit the long tray ball to go into overtime, but he missed them free throws in the clutch, man. So the Lakers are 0-3. He missed both free throws and ended up losing by 1. So, I mean, you got to look at it. Next up for the Lakers, they got Wednesday against the Suns, who's 1-2. Thursday against the Nuggets, who's 3-0, playing very good basketball. And then they got the Spurs at San Antonio on Saturday. You know what I mean? Brandon Ingram will be back after the Spurs game when they play the Timberwolves next Monday. So, is it a situation where the Lakers could lose these next 3? Can the Suns catch them slipping? I don't know. I would hope not. But we know LeBron and the Lakers needs LeBron needs some shooters around him and some height. He needs some shooters and some height. Period. Point blank. You know what I mean? They don't have the shooters to stretch the floor when LeBron likes to go and kick it out. So we need to figure out, the Lakers need to figure out how to get some shooters and to get more height, because yesterday Watching the game, LaMarcus Aldridge did what he wanted to do. What's my man for the Spurs? Now, DeRozan did what he wanted to do. And we just got to fix it, y'all. But Kyle Kuzma, balling. Kyle Kuzma balled last night. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Kuzma had 37 points, so 15 for 25 shooting. You know what I'm saying? LeBron had 32 points, 11-25 shooting, 14 assists, 8 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? JaVale McGee keep on getting these 16. Lonzo had 14, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Josh Hart had 20 off the bench. You know what I'm saying? But then you give up 37 to LaMarcus Aldridge, 32 for DeRozan, 16 for Forbes, Patty Mills 12, Bellinelli 15. You know what I'm saying? 16 for Rudy Gay. So, you know, man, what you gonna do about it? Here's the thing. Lonzo Ball minus 14 last night. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope minus 14 last night. Lance Stephen plus 17 when he's on the floor. Josh Hart plus 6 when he's on the floor. So when Josh Hart and Lance Stephenson on the floor, they're at plus 23. When Ball and Caldwell on the floor, they're minus 28. You do the math. Do the math, y'all. They'll work it out. Those 3 games of the season, man. It's a marathon, not a race, y'all. So they'll figure it out. Trust me. All right. We got to drop these power rankings. I got my first Confidence in the Clutch NBA top 5 week 1 power rankings. We got the Warriors. Warriors come out and play like you know what I'm saying? Like Jaden Jacoby, man. That's my favorite, one of my favorite podcasts, man. So the Warriors are 3 and let me see. Where they at? Where's the Warriors at? The Warriors are are you kidding me? The Warriors are 2 and 3 and 1. The Warriors are 3 and 1. And they got the number 1 spot. Celtics are 2 and 2. The Raptors are in the 3rd spot with 4 and 0. They beat the Celtics, so I really could change that up. I'm going Raptors 2, Celtics 3. Then we got New Orleans Pelicans. They balling out of their mind. They 2 and 0 right now. Then I got 5th, almost like the ESPN. I'm gonna put Denver in at 5. Denver is balling. They are what they at? 3 and 0. They beat the Warriors. They kept the Warriors under 100 points. You know that they balling. And for 5th, I got the for honorable mention, I got the Rockets. I got the Houston Rockets for my power rankings for the first KITK. They 1 and 2. They gonna be all right though. They gonna be all right. Moving into the football power rankings, I got the Rams 7 and 0, balling out of control still. I got the Chiefs 6 and 1, greatest show on grass right now, balling. I got the Patriots 3 at 5 and 2. I got the Saints who are really looking like man, them and the Rams coming out the NFC. That's gonna be a great NFC championship game. They balling, and I got the Chargers at 5 and 2. You got the Chargers, the Patriots, and the Chiefs. That AFC championship game is gonna be bananas. For honorable mention, I got Baltimore at 4-3, and I got Carolina at 4 and 2 because them boys is coming. Them boys is coming, yo. So those are my rankings. So one thing I wanted to talk about, man, what happened with the protest for social injustice. We all know Eric Reid was the first brother to, you know what I'm saying, right next to Colin Kaepernick when Colin was taking his knee. We appreciate that brother for doing that and not leaving Colin Kaepernick out there on his own. Eric Reid was out of the league as well this last season, didn't get picked up. He's a pretty good player. He got picked up by the Carolina Panthers a few weeks back. There are some differences with agendas, okay? The W.E.B. Du Bois and the Booker T. Washington, the Martin Luther King, the Malcolm X. We want the same thing, it's just how we're going to go about getting it right. So Eric Reid of the Panthers approached Malcolm Jenkins of the Philadelphia Eagles at the coin toss. Now, Eric Reid wasn't the captain. And he got to talking. Later on, he said he called Malcolm Jenkins a sellout. Right. Now, the backstory is the players had a coalition. Colin was part of it. The owner said we're going to give y'all $89 million towards y'all causes. Malcolm Jenkins and them said, yeah. Colin was like, nah. The money was already earmarked for like breast cancer awareness and all this other stuff. So the owners really didn't give the money up. They just moved it from another cause they were supporting to support what the players wanted. And that's why Eric Reid said he was a sellout. He said he only did that to support his foundation that Malcolm Jenkins did. Now, first when they interviewed him, the brother, Eric Reid didn't want to say nothing. But the media kept asking him. So he said, basically, fuck it, I'm going to say it. And then when they interviewed Malcolm Jenkins, he's classy. Like, I'll never talk about another black man like that. Here it is, you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those situations where I wish they could have hashed that out because they did it on the field. This is what Donald Trump said, fire all them son of a bitches, right? On the field, they did that during the coin toss. Ain't nothing about the flag. We ain't even heard about people taking a knee during the flag for the protest for social injustice. I ain't even heard about it this year. Nobody even cared. You know what I mean? It was the propaganda that was put out in the media. You know what I mean? And the people that was talking about it that made it an issue, it was never an issue. It was not about the military. It's not about the flag. If it's about the flag code is wrong. We need to talk about that. So at the games, how it's standing. If you got a flag outside your house, do you take it down at the nighttime? Do you fold it up a certain way? Do you take it down at dusk? If it's up all night, do you have it illuminated in the light? Otherwise, you're disrespecting the flag. So anyway, I just wish them brothers really could have went on ahead and just talked it out instead of putting it out there for public consumption. Because to some, they'll use it as fodder. Like, yeah, see what I'm saying? They don't know what they want. They can't even be together and all this and all that. So it is what it is. So this to go for the dub, take the L segment. For Reid, it was a dub because he felt a certain way. And he felt he had to do it on site when he saw him. But it's an NFL game. He could have called him in the back. He could have called him in the back and talked to him, right? But I guess in the heat of the passion, like the Rondo Chris Paul shit, it had to go down when it had to go down. And I'm going to do what I got to do. For the movement, it's an L, though, because that was one thing I agreed with Stephen A. all the way. Y'all need to either y'all going to take the knee, y'all going to raise the fist, y'all going to lock arms. Everybody needs to do the same thing so that we can be one unified movement. You know what I'm saying? I agree with Stephen A. on that. And that's just everybody getting together. But when everybody got their own agenda and want to do what they want to do, this is what you get sometimes, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? But I hope we can get to a place where we don't have to worry about interjecting politics and social issues to gain attention by watching a game for entertainment and grown man playing a sport for millions of dollars to get the country's attention to what needs to happen. Sooner or later, you know what I'm saying, the buck got to stop with all that, y'all. So, you know, that's just quick little Confidence in the Clutch podcast. Y'all know how I do it. Got to give my listeners, my subscribers, my followers something to ride home to, something to wake up in the morning, something to work out to, something to laugh to, something to think about. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I want to give you the confidence with your family. I want to give you the confidence with your kids, your loved ones, your job. And I want to give you the confidence in the clutch, baby, because whether it's basketball, whether it's the game of basketball or the game of life, you got to have confidence in the clutch. Practice makes confidence. Pressure makes diamonds. Stay sucker free. Keep it a buck. Stay woke or get out. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, YouTube, and at confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com. Subscribe, rate, and review. Hit that bell button to get notifications of new episodes. It's important, y'all. Visit us on Facebook, Confidence in the Clutch. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at KITK, y'all. Until next time, y'all. Stay safe out here. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.